people, what's going on? Hey, I'm really excited right now because I'm at Milan Airport, LIMC in Italy, and today I'm flying on the Alitalia airline, and we're going to be flying up to Berlin. Really pumped to go on this journey with you guys, and I'd love to hear from you and love to hear how you're doing. So let's get this thing started. All right, our battery switch is on, external power on. And let's turn up the overhead lighting. Emergency exit light switch arm. Turn on the seatbelt lights. Navin logo on. Auto. Cruise supply on. Turn on gears one. Turn on the fuel pumps. Right. Oh. Okay. Just a second, we should get that smoke detector thing. I'm just gonna put this armrest up. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and hit this AP fire test. Okay, so that's done. Let's go ahead and turn up floodlights here. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the displays just a little bit. And take a look at the fly pad here.
Can you report your intention, please?
Above the aircraft. Go to ATSU. AOC menu, fly init.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Alright, let's put in some data here. So we're flying from Milan, LIMC, to Berlin. Okay, flight number ATA, we're flying Air Alitalia 4811. Cost index today, 60.
Approaching runway
36,000 feet. Go ahead and put in a little bit of departure information here. So probably runway 35 right today from Milan, and the CERN goal, or yeah,
Fuel truck is in
CERN 6.
position.
Yeah, there it is.
Please don't
CERN
load
6
aircraft until
Lima,
the fuel truck arrives and ask to do
and
it.
with an Oscar 6 Sierra transition. Okay, so that's that.
781, please report
Back
your
here.
intention.
And let's go outside, see what's going on outside the airplane. It's a beautiful day in Milan.
Passengers boarding started.
And we've got that fantastic reverser issue that we always have to clear some of these planes, which is just wonderful. Love it.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Okay, so we're gonna go over here to our fuel MCD menu, config, fuel. That should start to take up, which is good.
Hello?
And we're getting some sort of warning light. I'm guessing that has to do with the reverse. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so in the meantime, say hello to these passengers getting on board.
Ciao.
Okay, so I'm gonna do is
Hello?
you can see if Malpensa is still on. They are, so I'm gonna write out my clearance.
Benvenuto a bordo. Hello. Boarding pass, please. Welcome on board. Benvenuto a bordo. Hello? Good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio.
Okay, so we just wrote out our clearance because we're going to be doing that verbally in Europe. And on top of that, let's take a look at the tower frequency. Today it should be 128.350, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in the radio.
Good afternoon.
28.
La sua carta d'imbarco, per favore. This way, please.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got that frequency going. Let's take a look at the MCDU again. The fuel should be almost done. Hopefully this reverser issue is not happening outside. It still is. Okay, so that tells me that I'm going to have to fix that when we do pushback, which is fine. It's not the first time I've had to do that. Common problem. Okay, take another look.
Hello.
Fueling should finish up in just a second here.
Good
I
afternoon.
think. I hope.
Hello.
Come on. Come on, fuel. You can do it.
Hello.
We're getting close. I think we're getting close. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that about 6,700 kilograms. That looks about right. Okay. So now we just have to, we're going to go to the flight plan. Going to put in some waypoints here. And in Europe, there's many. So just go ahead and put that in.
Hello. Da questa parte, per favore. Hello.
Delta 1011, hey, how you doing, sir? It's good to have you watching the stream today. Hope you're doing well, man.
Hello.
How's your adventures been with the new stuff you got from the store in Flight Sim?
Da questa parte.
BIVA. Okay. And there's a lot of waypoints over Europe. In America, for a second I thought that was Elvis. It's Edvis. Yeah, in America there's just the waypoint thing is so much simpler, but in Europe it's very complicated.
May I see your boarding pass, please?
So, Avec. I promise we're getting towards the end here of all these waypoints. Gavli. Why can't it be Gimli?
Hello.
Okay.
Welcome on
Yes. Okay. And BIB.
Hello.
S K A N. Okay. A U. Yeah, that's the last one. Okay, so now that we put those in, let's go ahead and put in our arrival information. We're expecting runway 24 left in Berlin. We're expecting the ATGUP arrival, I believe. So let's go ahead and say, let's see, ATGUP 24 left, yes. Okay, I'm going to put that in. That's going to be a tricky one because there is no ILS for that arrival. So we're going to have to eyeball quite a bit of this, which I love that. You know what, that's one of the fun parts of piloting is eyeballing it. So there's going to be no ILS for this. Okay, so I'm going to go init, and I'm going to go to send some more fuel data here. Okay, and let's take a look at the wind today. So average wind minus 54. That's surprising because we're going west to east, but fine. Okay, and I'm going to go to performance. I'm going to do flaps 1 takeoff. And let's take a look at our velocity calculator here. Departure performance calculator. Okay. Let's put in those speeds. Fantastic. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to set our altimeter. Our altimeter today in Malpensa in Milan is 1019. Okay, so there we go. And now we're just going to have a conversation with ATC if they're still there. Let's hope they're still there. Okay. Okay, so there's a conversation happening.
96 Bravo, greetings, Malpensa Tower, runway 35 right, clear to land, wind 2004 knots.
Clear to land 35 right, 96 Bravo.
Malpensa Tower, hello, this is Alitalia 4811, Airbus A320 at stand 506. We have information Bravo on board, QNH 1019, request IFR clearance to Berlin.
Clear 4811, information now Delta, hello, clear to Berlin via IRCAD 7 Alpha departure, Oscar 6 Zulu transition, runway 35 left, initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Okay, we're cleared to Berlin via the Sierra Romeo November 6 Lima departure. We have information Delta on board. Initial climb 5,000, squawk 1,000 for Alitalia 4811.
4811, partially correct. The seed is IRCAD India Romeo Kilo Echo Delta 7 Alpha, and the transition is Oscar Sierra Kilo Oscar Romeo 6 Zulu.
Okay, so for the departure, Sierra India Romeo 7 Alpha departure, and the transition is Oscar Sierra Kilo 6 Zulu for the transition, Alitalia 4811.
401, I send you clear via text, but I think there is a mistake. Only a second, sir.
Okay, thank you. Alitalia 4811. Yeah, sorry, I just get, most of the time I can get it, but that one was extra tricky. Okay, so there's a lot here. So, okay, via text. Alright, so he wants to do 3-5 left and then initial 5,000, squawk 1,000. Irked 7 departure. Okay, yeah, this is very different than what I originally thought. That's fine. I'm just gonna type him back. Goodness gracious. Okay, I've had some strange clearances before. This one takes the cake. Okay, so we're changing the runway, we're changing the departure. Goodness gracious. Okay. Irked 7 Alpha. I don't even have, that's not even on the database. Oh wait, it is. Okay. Sorry, I've never had these many changes. I mean, I've had some, but this one is special. Oscar 6 Zulu 3-5 left. 5,000 squawk 1,000. Okay. Alright. Alright, I think I got it now. Malpensa Tower, this is Alitalia 4811. I've got the new clearance from you from the text. Thank you for sending me that. So, from what I read, cleared to Berlin via the Irked 7 departure, runway 35 left, initial climb 5,000 and squawk 1,000 for Alitalia 4811.
Okay, 411 back is correct. Break Lufthansa 96 Bravo, welcome to Malpensa, continue taxi Echo Mike, cross to left and left on whiskey.
Okay, so let's just
Echo,
put
Echo
in that
Mike,
new
cross
information.
5 left and left of whiskey, the flight.
Maybe 3-5 left. And Irked 7 Alpha. Okay. Yeah, the Oscar 6. Okay. Obviously there's a flight plan discontinuity. Clear here. Okay. And so let me just go ahead and also we need to re-enter these speeds because we had to change it. 4, 5. Fantastic. Alright, let's get this thing started. Alright, let me Okay, so the APU should be ready in just a second here. Okay, it is. So we're gonna start APU bleed and disconnect internal power. Beacon lights on, strobe lights auto. And let's go ahead and put in that squawk code that they wanted from us. So they wanted us to squawk 1000 with
Santa Cygnus Bravo, turn right on Papa, Yankee, turn of your choice.
Okay.
Papa Yankee, that's on the choice. Delta 96 Bravo Charlie.
Tell GSX we want to get ready for pushback. Take a look outside the plane for a second. Back.
Ciao, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Partial checks completed. Bypassing infected.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell them I'm ready for pushback. Malpensa Tower, Alitalia 4811 is ready for push and start.
Ali 441, I call you back in a few seconds.
That's fine, because it takes a second to get tapped anyway.
Locking the field.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna wait for his signal to actually start moving. Hopefully he talks to us in a second. He will. Alright, he must be taking a quick break. It's fine.
Malpensatore, buonasera. Easy 254 at stand 109 with information Delta requesting clearance to split.
Ali 4811, push stop approved facing south.
Push and start approved facing south, Alitalia 4811. Thank you.
Easy 254, Malpensa Tower, buon pomeriggio, information Delta. Clear to split via FARAC 6 November departure, Robas 5 uniform transition, runway 35 left, initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Release parking the brakes. Please. Commencing the push. All engines clear.
Prova. Allora, clear to split via the FARAC 6 November departure, Robas 5 uniform transition, 35 left, initial climb 5,000, squawk 1,000. Easy 254.
254, back is correct.
I believe we've cleared that fault because every so often on Phoenix there's an engine fault that takes place where the reversers get stuck, but if you the trick is turn on both ignition switches for the engines and then go to full reverse and then go back up to 0, and then usually that'll fix it. And I will say this, Milan has beautiful mountains in the background because the Alps are not far from here. Get back in the cockpit, make sure everything with the engines is going okay, because it's not very common to have to start both of them at the same time, but it's fine. Okay, engine 2 is avail. I'm gonna wait a little bit on engine 1. engine 1 is avail. So I believe what I can do here is put the ignition. I'm gonna switch this ignition switch back to normal. Okay. And we're gonna wait a second for the pushback to finish. Which it will, I believe. Okay, so be done in just a second. Pushback will finish in a second. Delta 1011, so good to have you.
Parking brakes.
Okay, we're gonna set the parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
I'm gonna tell GSX that the engines did start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Turn off APU bleed, turn off APU master, which we're gonna arm speed brakes. We're going to go to flaps 2. And then we're going to turn on our runway turn-off light and our taxi light. We're going to turn both those on. And we're going to call for taxi. Okay. Malpensa Tower, Alitalia 4811 is ready for taxi.
Ali 4811, taxi to origin point Whiskey Bravo, runway 35 left via Yankee and Zulu, QNH 1019er.
Taxi to runway 35 left to the holding point Whiskey Bravo, and taxi via Yankee Zulu, QNH 1019er, Alitalia 4811.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass view removed.
I think it's awesome how they just call Alitalia Ali here. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Like a nickname. I love it. Italy is fantastic. Italian controllers, they're very laid back, but they're also very precise. Shout out to all the Italian guys running on VATSIM. Okay, so we're going to go Yankee and Zulu. And before we do that, let's take a good look at the map too before we go gung-ho here. So we're going to Whiskey Bravo. Okay, and then Zulu is quite a ways down there, which is fine. So we've got a little bit of a taxi, just to be expected. Whether you're in Rome or Milan, just expect a decently long taxi. Just go ahead and settle in and expect it when you're in Italy. They got long taxiways in Rome, long taxiways in Milan. Okay. So we're on our way to holding point Whiskey Bravo. And then we're going to take off, so I'm very excited about that. Okay, so we're getting closer and closer. Close to Zulu, which is going to be our left turn. Okay, I believe our left turn right here. Bravo is right up here, so go ahead and taxi to Bravo. holding short of 3-5 left. We're gonna wait for some further instruction. Tower. Let's go ahead and get prepped while we wait. Go.
Italia 4811, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff, wind 2004 knots.
Runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff. Alitalia 4811, thank you. Okay. Well, we just got clearance for takeoff. Good. Take off. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Yep. Go. Initial altitude's 5,000. And flashing lever climb, so let's reduce throttle to climb. Okay. Approaching S speed. Not there yet, but we're approaching it. Okay, flaps up. Disarm spoilers. Turn off runway turn off lights, taxi lights. Man, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. Milan, everybody.
Yeah, 4811, contact Milano radar 126.750, ciao.
Contact Milano radar at 126.750. Thank you, grazie, ciao.
Bye.
Why did I say grazie? I think I should have said grazie. I always forget how to say thank you in Italian. Anyway, yeah, so that's...
Guitar 180 Tango, Malpensa?
Okay, 126.750.
Guitar 180 Tango?
Somebody's in trouble. Alright, anyway, so let's talk to Malpensa departure. Okay, let's talk to them for a second, because that's who we've been handed off to. Malpensa departure, hello, this is Alitalia 4811. I am on the IRC 7 Alpha departure. I am inbound Mike Charlie 632 at 5,000 feet.
Alitalia 4811, climb flight level 200.
Oh, sorry, say again, Alitalia 4811?
Climb flight level 200, 200.
Climb flight level 200, Alitalia 4811. Okay, there we go. Took me a second to figure out what he was saying, but we got it. Okay. So let's take a look outside. And it's gorgeous.
Lufthansa 66 Echo, confirm squawk 1 south. Lufthansa 66 Echo, Milan.
Lufthansa 66 Echo, squawk 1000.
All'Italia 4811, direct Tagip. All'Italia 4811, direct Tagip.
Direct to Tagip, or Tagipa, Alitalia 4811. Man, that's a tough waypoint to say, but I think I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go direct. We're above transition level.
Milano Radar, buon pomeriggio, our wind 013. Verona, informazione alfa, richiedo piano di volo Verona.
Yeah, this is
Pronto a
short
copiare.
Thank you.
Ciao, our wing 013, autorizzato via Hotdom 6 Bravo, uscita standard, pista 22, salita iniziale 5000, squawk 5453.
Autorizzato ad Oslo, pista in uso 22, 8 6 Bravo, departure, iniziali 5000, squawk 5453, our wind 013.
013, corretto.
Milano Ryanair 8, Cruiser 48, Lima Lima, ready for push start.
Flight Lima Lima, you're broken, confirm ready for push start.
Confirm ready for pushback and startup.
And Flight Lima Lima, push startup to phase east, destination 019.
And Center, Lufthansa 999 Juliet, put level 350, apologies, we stepped out to take a quick break.
First Ryanair 48 Lima Lima, push and start up to the phase east, destination
Go ahead for
019.
Ryanair 8, Cruiser 48 Lima Lima.
Lufthansa 99 Juliet, Milano, ciao, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Lufthansa 999 Juliet.
Lufthansa 66 Echo, are you able to squawk 1000, please?
Lufthansa 66 Echo, the plane itself is squawking 1000, we're gonna check.
I see you squawking 2000. Swift 950 Foxtrot, descent flight level 300, 2000 feet per minute.
Flight level 300.
Ryanair 61 Charlie Romeo, very good, flight level 370.
Then 61 Charlie Romeo Roger, stop climb level 370.
Climbing 370, Ryanair 61 Charlie Romeo.
Lufthansa 66 Echo, can you confirm 1000 or 2000?
1000, 1.
The plane itself is we're squawking 1000 right now for Lufthansa 66 Echo.
Okay, but that's not what I'm seeing, in any case, not 1000. Lufthansa 99 Juliet, are squawking 1000.
Affirm, we're squawking 1000, 999 Juliet.
Okay, Roger, direct to Bordi.
Direct Bordi for 999 Juliet.
Lufthansa 66 Echo, direct to Bordi.
Third board is 66 Echo.
Italia 8411, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Alitalia 4811. Okay, so we've been cleared for a little bit higher, which is great. Look at those views. Gorgeous.
Milano radar, our wind 013, request push start.
Wing 013, push start approved, face west, QNH 120.
Push start approved, face west, QNH 1020, our wind 013.
Milano radar, top speed 78 Romeo Echo, CPDDOC. Ciao, top speed 78 Romeo Echo, Milano radar contact. Swiss 950 Foxtrot, Swiss offline, Unicom 122.8, ciao. Ryan 56 Charlie Romeo, Swiss offline, Unicom 122.8, ciao.
1228, ciao, Ryanair 56 Charlie Romeo.
Ryanair 61 Charlie Romeo, Unicom 122.8, ciao.
Unicom 112.8, 61 Charlie Romeo.
Milano da Ryanair 1 Charlie Uniform for the check.
Ciao, Radio 5.
Ciao, buongiorno, Ryanair 1 Charlie Uniform with information alpha on board. Lima India Mike Julius and 404 request IFR clearance to Luxembourg, Eco Bravo Charlie India.
Air 1 Charlie Uniform cleared the Aladdin 9 kilo departure, runway 28, climb 5000, walk 1000.
Except runway 28 via Lagen 9 kilo, climb 5000, squawk 1000.
1 Charlie Uniform correct. Ryanair 99 Juliet, descend flight level 150, 2500 feet per minute per phase.
Was that for Lufthansa 99 Juliet? We heard Ryanair 99 Juliet.
FM, Lufthansa 99 Juliet level 150, that's 2500 feet per minute per phase.
Roger, flight level 150 and 2500 feet per minute, Lufthansa 99 Juliet.
Milano radar, wind 013, ready for push, correct, ready for taxi.
Wing 013, volate via Roma e Papa, attesa a Kilo, pista 2.
Taxiway Romeo and Papa, hold point Kilo, runway 22, our wind 013.
Italia 4811, Unicom 122.8, ciao.
Switch over to 122.8. Thank you so much, grazie. Ciao, Alitalia 411. Okay, so we're over to 1228.
Lufthansa 66 Echo, ready for a descent.
Let's just go ahead and switch
The
over.
66 Echo, Roger. Descend initially flight level 210 at 2000 feet per minute rate.
210 at 2000 feet per minute for Lufthansa 66 Echo.
Okay, so we're switching over to Unicom, and usually what that means is we're in control of our own altitude pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and put in our cruise altitude. And let's take a look outside and see which, before we do that, let me just kind of give you an update of where we are in the world. So we're still very much in northern Italy, but pretty soon we're going to be crossing into, I think Switzerland's here and Austria is here. We're probably going to be crossing into Austria in just a bit on our way up to Berlin, which is right up here. So kind of give you an update on where we're going. So yeah, sit back and enjoy the ride. Hey, I really hope you guys have been enjoying the scenery on this flight over the Alps. If you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel, and you'll find a lot more flights. But on top of that, I try to do at least a couple live streams a week. So if you love aviation, this is the place for you. Hope you guys enjoy that. I'm just going to give a quick update on where we are. We are in northern Italy still, and on our way to Austria. And after that, we're going to be into Germany on our way to Berlin.
Radio check.
505.
Is a question about the pushing traffic between Central to 476 911 Hotel. traffic, that's like west to exit 2, November 3, November, Alpha 2.
12812, flight level 370, we are inbound Martin.
Scandi 812, identified.
München, guten Abend, Lufthansa 4, Charlie X-Ray passing 248 for flight level 290 inbound Octo.
Lufthansa 4, Charlie X-Ray, identified.
Good evening, München Center. This is KLM 451, flight level 360.
KLM 451, München, hello, identified.
München Center, moin, Condor 6 Mike Charlie, aus der Wild 392.
Condor 6 Mike Charlie, identified.
Condor 4 Charlie Sierra, are you responsible for Nürnberg approach?
Nürnberg approach is online, 129er 525.
129er 525, thank you.
Lufthansa 560, connect arrival, 119er 630, watches.
109er 630, Lufthansa 560, cheers.
Freeman Radar, hello, this is Alitalia 4811. I am inbound Bestip at flight level 360.
Alitalia 4811, Bremen Radar identified, direct ASCOP, descent to flight level 200 at 2000 feet per minute or greater.
Direct to iGroup, descend to flight level 200, descend at 2,000 feet per minute or greater, Alitalia 4811.
Alitalia 4811, new direct for you, direct data Bravo 463.
Direct Delta Bravo 463, Alitalia 4811. Okay. So,
Lost flight 75 Golf, assigned rate, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, not flight Golf.
Delta Lima Hotel 287 November, climbing 160, level 160 and on course Otloon.
Lufthansa 287 November, Bremen Radar identified, climb to flight level 240, direct Esegu.
Climbing 240 and the rapid was, sorry?
Sorry, Lufthansa 287 November, da bist du ja schon, direkt Otloon, also weiter geradeaus nach Otloon und climb to flight level 240.
Climb level 240, Delta Lima Hotel 287 November.
Bremen, moin, Easy 7935, flight level 260 inbound, inbox.
Easy 7935, Bremen Radar identified, direct Monarch.
Direct Monarch, Easy 7935, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna put Berlin approach on standby.
Flight 75 Golf, contact München Radar 126.175.
Contact München Radar 126.175, Northside 75 Golf, alert.
Alitalia 4811 at normal rate, descend to flight level 140.
At normal rate, descend to flight level 140, Alitalia 4811.
And Alitalia 4811, speed 280 knots to crater.
Speed 280 knots to crater, Alitalia 4811.
Radar, guten Abend, Ben Contact 4 Kilo Charlie, climbing flight 160 inbound here, good. Lufthansa Catching Contact 4 Kilo Charlie, blame identified, how to climb to flight level 260. Flight level 260, Contact 4 Kilo Charlie. Alitalia 4811, contact arrival 126425.
Contact arrival on 126425, thank you, Duncan.
Eurowings 4 Papa Whiskey, proceed direct Boomiel.
Direct Boomiel, Eurowings 4 Papa Whiskey.
Berlin approach, hello, this is Alitalia 4811. I am inbound Delta Bravo 463 at flight level 140.
Alitalia 4811, Bremen Radar, hello, identified. Information Golf is current, expect IOS approach, runway 24 right, descent to flight level 100.
We have information Golf on board, expect runway 24 right, descent to flight level 100, Alitalia 4811.
Lufthansa 560, speed 250 knots or less.
250 knots or less, Lufthansa 560.
Okay, we gotta change some stuff up in here really quickly. We're expecting runway 24 right. Okay.
KLM 29er Golf, turn right heading 150, descend to altitude 3000 feet.
Heading 150, 3000 feet.
Lufthansa 560, descend to flight level 70.
Descent to flight level 70, Lufthansa 560.
Eurowings 4 Papa Whiskey, contact Bremen Radar on 124.175, bye bye.
Bremen 124, 175, Eurowings 4 Papa Whiskey, danke, tschüss.
KLM 29er Golf, turn right, heading 210, cleared ILS approach, runway 24 left, report established.
Heading 210, cleared for ILS, 24 left, get it to the
Alitalia 4811, maintain speed 280 knots or greater, descend to flight level 100.
Maintain flight, speed 280 knots or greater, descent to flight level 100, Alitalia 4811.
KLM 29er Golf, Roger, contact tower on 118.805, bye bye.
118.805, gonna do that, goodbye.
Brandenburg departure, good evening, Alpine 84 November Zulu, passing 3,200 feet.
Alpine 84 November Zulu, Bremen radar, hello, identified, climb via SID to flight level 160.
Climb via SID to 160, Alpine 84 November Zulu.
Lufthansa 560, speed 250 knots exactly.
250 knots, Lufthansa 560.
Alitalia 4811, speed 250 knots or less.
Speed 250 knots or less, Alitalia 4811.
Alitalia 4811, turn right heading 020.
Turn right heading 020, Alitalia 4811.
Alpine 48 November Zulu, proceed direct Otlun.
Direct Otlun, Alpine 84 November Zulu.
Alitalia 4811, descend to flight level 70.
Descend to flight level 70, Alitalia 4811.
Departure, hello, Alpine 51 Echo Quebec, passing through 3000 to 5000.
Alpine 51 Echo Quebec Bremen radar, hello, identified. Climb via SID to flight level 160. After passing altitude 5000 feet, proceed direct Monac.
Climb by SID to altitude to flight level 150 after when reaching 5000 feet, direct Monac, Alpine 51 Echo Quebec.
Lufthansa 560, speed 220 knots or greater, descend to altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1024.
QNH 1024, descend to 230 knots and 5000 feet, Lufthansa 560.
Lufthansa 560, confirm speed 220 knots or greater.
220 knots or greater, Lufthansa 560.
Alitalia 4811, speed 220 knots or less.
Speed 220 knots or less, Alitalia 4811.
Alpine 84 November Zulu, contact Bremen radar on 124.175, bye bye.
124.175 for Alpine 84 November Zulu, have a nice evening.
Alitalia 4811, descend to flight level 60.
Descend to flight level 60, Alitalia 4811.
Lufthansa 560, turn right heading 140.
Turn right 140, Lufthansa 560.
Alpine 51 Echo Quebec, contact Bremen radar on 124.175, bye bye.
Over to Bremen radar 124.175, thank you very much. Good evening, Alpine 51 Echo Quebec.
Lufthansa 560, speed 200 knots or greater, descend to altitude 3000 feet.
200 knots or greater, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Lufthansa 560.
Alitalia 4811, descend to altitude 4000 feet, QNH 1024.
Descend to 4000 feet, QNH 1024, Alitalia 4811.
Alitalia 4811, turn left heading 350.
Turn left heading 350, Alitalia 4811.
Lufthansa 560, turn right heading 210, cleared ILS approach, runway 24 left, report established.
Turn right heading 210, cleared ILS approach 24 left and vehicle Lufthansa 560.
Lufthansa 560, speed 170 knots until 5 miles final.
170 knots until 5 miles final, Lufthansa 560.
Alitalia 4811, turn left heading 330.
Turn left heading 330, Alitalia 4811.
Lufthansa 560, are you established?
Lufthansa 560 at the moment not. Yes, no we are. Lufthansa 560 is established.
Lufthansa 560, roger, contact tower 118.805, bye bye.
118.805, Lufthansa 560, bye bye.
Alitalia 4811, turn left heading 280, cleared ILS approach, runway 24 right, report established.
Turn left heading 280, cleared ILS approach for runway 24 right, report when established, Alitalia 4811. I'm going to put that tower frequency in standby. Save us trouble later on. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go ahead in just a second. Berlin approach, Alitalia 4811 is established on the ILS for runway 24 right.
Alitalia 4811, roger, contact tower on 120.030, bye bye.
Contact tower on 120.030, Alitalia 4811.
Berlin approach, hello, Eurowings 8 Kilo Juliet, 3000 and climbing for 5000.
Eurowings 8 Kilo Juliet Bremen radar, hello, identified, climb via SIT to flight level 160.
Climb via SIT to flight level 160, Eurowings 8 Kilo Juliet.
Okay, we're going to turn off autopilot. Berlin Tower, hello, this is Alitalia 4811 on the ILS for runway 24 right, 10 nautical miles out.
Alitalia 4811, Berlin Tower, hello, wind 320 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land, Alitalia 4811, thank you. What we're going to do, go ahead and put our landing gear down.
Berlin Tower, good evening, Berlin 1804, Mike 8.
Berlin 1804, Berlin Tower, hello, line up runway 24 left.
Line up 24 left, Berlin 1804.
Dealing with a little bit of wind, but could be worse.
Lufthansa 560, welcome to Berlin, contact apron on 121.855, bye bye.
121.855, Lufthansa 560, bye bye.
Airplane 1804, wind 32 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff, bye bye.
24 left, clear for takeoff, Airplane 1804.
One of those times where you just really have to trust your instruments. Wind is all over the place, but that's realistic.
1,000.
Wind is all over the place in real life too. Alright, now that we're getting to about 500 feet, it's really a matter of just staying in the zone.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
Airplane 1804, contact departure on 120.630, bye.
120.630, Airplane 1804, Chenard, North, ciao.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
40. 30.
Lufthansa 249, Berlin Tower low, line up runway 24 right.
Runway 24 right,
Okay. Here we go. Alright guys, we're done. Probably gonna get handed off pretty soon here. Okay. Berlin Tower, Alitalia 4811 is clear, runway 24 right.
Alitalia 4811, contact apron 121.855, bye bye.
Contact April on 121.855. Goodbye, thank you, Alitalia 4811.
Lufthansa 249, number 320 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24 right, cleared for takeoff.
24 right, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa.
Und die Airberlin 3 Bravo request push, have the Lufthansa pushing back inside.
Lufthansa 3 Bravo, I guessed it, you need to stand by for push because the Lufthansa is directly pushing behind you. I'm sorry for that, I will call you.
Berlin Apron, hello, this is Alitalia 4811, holding shorts of Delta.
Alitalia 8411, Berlin Apron, hello, turn straight Papa 1, then left on to Charlie Hotel, Victor 3.
Turn straight onto Delta, then left, and then hold at Victor 3, Alitalia 4811.
Another cargo 226, guys, pushback.
Probably butchered that traffic.
Cargo 8326, pushback approved, facing south.
Push approved, face south, Lufthansa cargo 226.
Lufthansa 1910 request taxi.
First, Alitalia 4811, please turn left to the next one and then continue, Charlie.
Turn left on the next one and continue, Charlie. Sorry, my fault, Alitalia 4811.
No problem. Lufthansa 1910, turn right onto Echo, taxi Echo, Bravo, and Mike 8 holding point, runway 24 left.
Right on Echo, down and via Echo, Bravo, and Mike 8, runway 25 left, Lufthansa 1910.
Lufthansa 560, continue to stand Bravo 06 via Victor 1, Victor Charlie.
Continues to SAM Bravo 06 via Victor 1, Victor Charlie, Lufthansa 560.
Luxair 93 Bravo requesting push and start from stand Bravo 01.
Luxair 94 Bravo, pushback approved, face north.
Pushback approved, face north.
Lufthansa 15, request taxi Mike 7.
Lufthansa 125, taxi holding point runway 24 left via Victor 2 and Mike 7.
Lufthansa 125, taxi left via Victor 2 and Mike 7.
Alitalia 4811, continue taxi via Victor 3, Foxtrot to stand Alpha 03.
Continue taxi via Victor 3, Foxtrot, and then to stand Alpha 03, Alitalia 4811.
Lufthansa 1910, contact Berlin Tower on 118.805, bye bye.
118.805, taxi Lufthansa 1910.
Berlin 32 Bravo, wind clear of Lufthansa passing left to right, pushback approved, facing south.
Once clear of the Lufthansa, pushback approved, facing south, Victor 2, Berlin 32 Bravo.
Lufthansa 560, you missed your stand, can you take Bravo 04 directly 90 degrees to your right?
Lufthansa 560, sorry, I recognize it right now. Affirm Bravo 04, Lufthansa 560.
Luxair 93 Bravo, there is an aircraft coming into, I think, stand close to me. Should I continue push?
Luxair 94 Bravo, yes, you still can push.
I'm actually on this.
Lufthansa cargo 326 for taxi.
Lufthansa cargo 8326, taxi only point runway 24 right via November 1, Kilo 1, Golf, Kilo 5.
November 1, Kilo 1, Golf, Kilo 5, Lufthansa cargo 215.
Die Lufthansa Cargo oben im Nordeck.
And just to confirm, after Golf, it would be Kilo 5, okay?
Lufthansa Cargo 8326, that would be Kilo 6.
Kilo 600.
Lufthansa 125, frequency check. Lufthansa 125, contact Berlin Tower 118.805, bye bye. Berlin Tower 118.805.
Alright, let's pull into our spot here. Yes. What I'm talking about. Okay. So we're in our spot, in our gate. Go ahead and start the APU. Alright. Turn these strobe lights off. Turn the landing lights off, and bring the flaps up and disarm spoilers. By the way, if you've been enjoying this flight, please subscribe, and you will find much more, and I will be very pumped to have you on the channel. Alright, so we're going to let that APU start up. And I believe the APU is done. We're going to put on APU speed. And let's go ahead and turn off our engine. There we go. Okay, now it's just a matter of getting GSX to bring out the thing. Okay, so GSX is wanting to be funky, so that's okay.
Und die Air Berlin 32 Bravo for taxi request Mike 7.
Berlin 32 Bravo, taxi boarding point runway 0, correction runway 26 left, correction 24 left via Victor 2 and Mike 7.
So what we're going to do is we're just doing a trick where
Via Victor 2 and Mike 7 to holding point runway 24 left, Air Berlin 32 Bravo.
Okay, so what we're going to do is GSX is going to deboard us here, which is exciting. And
Luxembourg 93 Bravo requesting taxi.
Yeah, open up cargo doors, that's fine.
Luxair, confirm Luxair 94 Bravo calling.
Luxair 94 Bravo requesting taxi, apologies.
Luxair 94 Bravo, make a left 180, taxi via Victor Charlie, Victor, correction taxi holding point runway 24 right via Victor Charlie, Victor 4, Charlie and Lima 7.
Passengers bus is coming.
Apologies, my runway is 24 right, correct? Luxair 94 Bravo?
April, taxi holding point, achieve standby 1 second, I'll give the hit right handoff. Lufthansa Cargo 8326, connect tower 120, decimal 0 fever and simple steel.
120-030, Lufthansa Cargo 8326, choose on.
Luxair 94 Bravo, make a right 180, taxi via Victor Charlie, Victor 4, wood shot of Charlie.
Alright, let's get these passengers deboarded.
Right 180, Charlie, hold short of Charlie, right? After right 180 on Victor Charlie?
Yes, Victor Charlie, Victor 4, hold short Charlie.
Victor Charlie, Victor 4, hold short Charlie. Got it.
Kevin 84 Hotel, push back approved, facing east.
Open Spirit 30 is gonna keep pulling up.
Still think
Kevin
that guy was
82 Bravo,
back,
connect
back,
tower
looks like Aaron
118.805, please.
Tower 118.805 für Air Berlin 3 Bravo. Danke dir und einen schönen Abend. Tschüss.
Lufthansa 4 Bravo, I wanted you to make a right 180 taxi via Victor Charlie Victor 4 Roger Charlie, not continuous by that.
So on mine, the marking for Victor Charlie is where I'm following Luxor 9 for Bravo.
No, I want you to deviate from the marking. Just swing over to Victor Charlie and make a 180 while doing so. So you basically just make a U-turn to your right.
Luxor 9 for Bravo, making U-turn to my right.
Passenger's bus is coming. Passengers boarding started.
Luxor 9 for Bravo, holding short Charlie.
Okay, Luxor 9 for Bravo, taxi holding point, runway 24 right, via right, Charlie and Destiny not 7.
Right Charlie and left Lima 7 or Luxor 9 for Bravo.
Inmate for hotel ready, taxi, able action.
KLM 8 for hotel, I cleared you facing east, advise able intersection Mike 7.
Yep, we're able action, taxi hotel.
KLM 8 for hotel, taxi holding point, runway 24 left, via Victor 2 and Mike 7.
Taxi 2 for left via Victor 2, Mike 7, gonna pull 8 for hotel.
You want to be board too.
Alright guys, so that concludes this flight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you like what you see, and welcome to Berlin, and have a great day.